here in Tokyo these days. A lot of these Ekiwa kids are having a lot of trouble. Many of them are having problems being able to get the hours. Many of them being exploited by their employers. And I don't see a lot of activity there in the Ekiwa community that I know, and I don't know that many people, but I do see them, and I do occasionally talk to them, who tell me about these hours, and they're not getting any relief from the labor unions, and they're not getting any relief from their employers, and they're not getting any relief from extra work, because there ain't no extra work. And you can see in the communities there online, like in the Tokyo Forum and elsewhere, a lot of people are complaining about the standards of quality. And my opinion about this is that as long as a kid can speak English properly, he should be allowed to communicate with a Japanese person. Even if he don't have all those fancy degrees and stuff, he should be allowed to sit down, talk to a Japanese person, and that Japanese person will learn something, you know? Now, I happen to speak Japanese, so I'm fine. As you can tell from my pronunciations, I'm actually pretty good at Japanese. And this has become a big issue here in Tokyo. So much so, people are posting stuff that looks pretty nasty, but it's not. Things like, if I teach English past the age of 25, does that mean I'm a total loser? Well, this is an interesting question because, you know, a lot of people 25 have grown up. They should have their career. And the real issue is whether or not teaching English in Japan is actually a career or whether it's something that people just do to get by. I don't really know. I've been here too long, but it's kind of interesting because a lot of people think that it's going to be a great career. They're going to make a lot of friends. They're going to be bedded down. They're going to make a lot of money. They're going to sit there for 20, 30, 40 years like a real career. And they're going to make a lot of money and have enough to retire. But I don't think that's going to happen, talking to these people. They ain't too optimistic about that. Many of them wish they had more work. I mean, wish the Ekiwa they're working for was a lot more organized, and they also wish they had more chances to advance in the company and get to a higher level, so they can start making the decisions from their own kitchen tables, if you know what I mean. So, you know, they're not played around like pawns on a chessboard. They want to be able to make the plays themselves, because it seems to me that a lot of these kids are being flung from one side. One of the things that British guy mentioned was he had to go from one side of Tokyo to the other. He had 30 minutes to do it, and he had to do it in summer with a tie on, with the suit, and just made it to the other place in time. And then he had to do another 3 hours. And then he had to go on a train to another part of Tokyo, all the way up to the north. And I forget exactly where, but somewhere in the north. And then he has to work another 2 hours. He doesn't get home till 10, 11 o'clock. And they're paying him peanuts. I mean, they're paying him basically every month. These guys are lucky to get 200,000 yen. I mean, that's nothing. That's peanuts. That's drinking money. So, tough times ahead for the Tokyo English industry, and I wonder what's going to happen to all these kids that come over and think they're going to make a lot of money. Some of them, of course, do, but only a handful of people. And those people have been around for years and years and years. I mean, they've been here as long as I have. So, I wonder if you're an English teacher here in Japan, or in Tokyo, you tell me, Tokyo Joe, on the forum. There's a post there about it. There's lots of posts about it. We should start a new one. But I want to hear from you. What are the stories about teaching English in the Tokyo lands? And tell me about the funny stories you got. I'm sure you got quite a few. All right. Well, peace to all the English teachers. Without them, Japan wouldn't be speaking English. All right, kind of my attention around the city. A lot of people using laptop computers. Now, this is kind of a new development because last time I checked, laptop computers were like weighs the size of an elephant, too big. Now everyone's got it. I mean, it's like the world has changed overnight. And Toshiba came out this week and released a new DYNABOOK. And this is their new laptop. It has a color-changing surface. So when you open up your laptop like you do, right? You open up your laptop and you got the screen at the top, you got the keys at the bottom. You have this color at the back that changes color. So you can impress the folks out there and say, look, haha, my laptop is one color, and then kaboom, my laptop is another color. See? So that's the reason behind it. Kind of interesting, because what it uses is two different types of polyester coating that makes it look like metal. And it's also fingerprint proof, which I guess is important. If you want to look really impressive, you can't have no fingerprints on your laptop, right? Because people will look at them and go, what the hell's that guy got fingerprints all over his laptop for? It doesn't look very good. So what's interesting about this is you have this change in color. And, you know, it can change. I don't know what colors. If you know, you write in and tell me. Red to blue. Who knows? Hopefully something interesting like, you know, gold. And then the next color will be kind of like baby pink or something. Maybe not. Maybe you don't have a choice. That this technology is going to be a real hit. So this is going to be interesting to see how this laptop sells. You know, I see a lot of laptops around Tokyo town when I'm out and about. I mean, we're at a cafe and we see a lot of kids with laptops. I haven't seen kids with iPads, you know. And you see the kids out there with the laptops, and you see them, and you think, you know, that's a nice looking laptop. And I don't even know what half those laptops are. I mean, I got no idea. I wouldn't know if they're an Apple or a Toshiba or, well, I know the Apples, they got a big Apple on the back. But I wouldn't know if they're a Toshiba. Well, I know the Toshibas, they got a big Toshiba written on it. But, you know, the others, I have no idea what the others are. So if you got a laptop and you go out to Tokyo and you like to use your laptop, you know, browse the internet, listen to the Tokyo Forum podcast, you let us know what kind of laptop you like to use. I know on the New York forum, I've read it, there's some guys that posted the exact laptop models they have. And they got pictures and videos, and they got some fancy stuff going on. I mean, so one of these guys I saw had a laptop so big, you can't even fit it in your bag. And I'll put a link to the post there somewhere on in the Tokyo forum for the podcast. You'll be able to see on the New York forum, or if you just go up, you'll be able to click on it somewhere in the members section, and you'll be able to see a guy's got a laptop so big you can't even fit it in your bag. I wonder if anyone in Tokyo has a laptop so big they can't even fit it in their bag. And we're not talking about some old laptop from 1975. We're not talking about some old laptop from 1995. We're talking about a brand new model. This just came out. This laptop is so big, it's even got a remote control. It's so big, it's even got a support stand for the back screen. And you can angle and tilt the screen and make it look all fancy. And it's wonderful. I mean, it's so great. I mean, you got small eyes, you want big screen. This thing is perfect. Not only that, just imagine, this guy goes to a cafe somewhere in New York City, opens up his laptop, and boom, all the chicks are looking at him going, what a cute laptop. I mean, that's just so cool. What are your favorite laptops? What laptop do you use? And what do you think is the right size for a laptop? Do you think that's too big? You tell me on the forum. Okay, I'll see you there.
You're listening to the Tokyo Forum Podcast.
Better than listening to a pimply bum teacher from the backwoods of England called Sarah.